So today we will discuss about poliomyelitis, or you can easily say this as polio. So what is basically this is? Poliomyelitis is a disease which is caused by a virus known as poliovirus, right? By polio virus, and it is quite common and you have heard about this too. Now let's decode the terminology. What does polio means? Polio means gray matter, right? And mile means spinal cord, and tis means wherever the word tis comes, it means inflammation. So basically poliomyelitis means inflammation in the gray matter of the spinal cord is known as poliomyelitis. Poliomyelitis means inflammation in the gray matter of the spinal cord. So it is a enterovirus. What does that mean? A virus that enters through the gastrointestinal tract, or you can say GIT. A virus which enters through your GIT, that is known as enterovirus. So poliovirus is actually a enterovirus, right? It is non-enveloped positive sense RNA. And I know, like, I have taught you what is positive strand and negative strand, right? And I hope that's clear to you, and if you have any query you can ask me in that video, right? So that's non-enveloped positive RNA, right? So now let's talk about enterovirus. So it enters through your mouth, right? Then it moves to your throat, then it moves to your, like, through your esophagus, then in stomach, then in intestine, and then from intestine it will diffuse in blood. And what will happen, like, I didn't tell you the basic function of this polio virus is that it infects or it destroys your spinal nerves. It destroys your spinal nerve. Basically, like, how many types of nerve system we have? We have two types of, in a bracket, right? We have two types of nervous system, right? Number first is central nervous system, CNS, and second is peripheral nervous system, which comprises of the central nervous system comprised on brain, right? And spinal cord, right? And this, your PNS, comprised on your nerves. Basically we have two nerves, sensory nerve and motor nerve. So in PNS, sensory nerves and motor nerves come, efferent and afferent nerves. They are also known as efferent and efferent, right? So basically what it does, like, what is the function of poliovirus? It destroys your spinal nerves, right? So when this virus will absorb in blood, it will move to your spinal cord, it will move to your spinal cord and it will infect your nerves. Basically it will infect your motor nerves. Okay, consider like here we are having a brain. This is a brain of consider this is a brain and here this is what we call, okay, I'm not good at drawing but you can see here, and this is your spinal cord, right? And from here, from the dorsal side, from the ventral side, nerves are there, right? Nerves have, right? Now what will happen when this polio virus will come? Polio will come, it will infect your motor nerves, it will infect your motor nerves. These are your motor nerves and they will get infected. Consider that they are getting infected. These motor nerves are now infected. These are now infected, right? Now what will happen like when something, like when a virus enters into our body, and what is the function of our adaptive immunity? Like it will destroy the B cells and the T cells destroys that virus, right? So in order to the immune, like our immune system will try to destroy the virus and the infected areas too, like the infected areas too, like from where the virus has infected the nerves, it will try to kill that too. So you can see over here like it has infected these both, and now this our immune system will destroy this. Now what will happen, like you know that in our body the motor nerves are all around the body, like they are controlling everything, the muscle pulling, pushing, all the reflexes, relaxation, contraction are controlled by our motor nerves, like these are the effectors, right? Now what will happen wherever, consider like these were the nerves of your legs, and this was the nerve of the hand, right? Now they won't work because like the polio virus has infected those nerves, and our immune system will destroy the virus in the infected areas, and now they will kill the nerves, or you can say they will inactivate the nerve. So wherever there is ending of the nerve, that area will get paralyzed because it will not be in the contact of the brain and the spinal cord. So what will happen? Paralysis will occur. Why? Because the motor nerve has been killed, or you can say has been inactivated. It has been inactivated by our immune system, by immune system. Obviously there will be an immune response. There was a immune response, right? So this is the basic work of this poliomyelitis. Let's discuss that. Okay, basically there are 3 types of poliomyelitis. There are 3 conditions. Like first condition is asymptomatic, which occurs like in 90 to 95% of the percentage there is asymptomatic polio, which means that no symptoms will appear and neither the paralysis will occur. The immune system is very strong before spreading the polio, it has killed that polio virus, right? That's asymptomatic. Second one we are having is symptomatic. Second one is symptomatic, or you can say this is non-paralytic. That is basically 4% to 8%. That is 4 to 8%. That is symptomatic but non-paralytic. Matlab means that the virus has entered into your body, but there is the appearance of symptoms and symptoms are appearing, but your immune system is very strong. It has killed it before spreading it too much, but there are some symptoms which will be obviously removed when the virus will be killed. Okay, now number third is paralytic, right? That is 0.5%, but still this 0.5% is a quite a huge number. In this, like, symptoms will also appear and paralysis will also occur. The immune system is not that much strong, and mostly this paralysis occurs in children. But still there is no extent of age. No extent of age, but it mostly occurs in children, but still there is no extent of age, right? So let's talk about the symptoms. Like, what are the symptoms? So basically symptoms are fever, flu, paralysis will be there, tetany. These are the basic, and even in the worst condition, death may also occur. In the very severe, like, death will also occur because of polio virus, right? And most importantly, there will be the paralysis of that particular organ, or you can say particular muscle, right? Then we are having, like, what's the mode of transmission, like how it is transmission, right? So basically it is transferred through oral fecal route, or by contaminated food, or you can say contaminated food, by sneezing, by coughing, it is transmitted. And what's the treatment of this polio virus? So basically an antiviral therapy is not available for polio. No antiviral therapy is not there. And other we are having, which is like vaccines are available, right? And other thing, like, there are two types of vaccine. Basically there are two types of vaccine. Number first is IPV. Now what does that mean? It means infected polio virus vaccine, and this is the most affected one. Like, this is which it is not available in Pakistan. It is the most, like, this is the authentic one, and it is not given in Pakistan. It is not given in Pakistan, right? And second one we are having, which is OPV, which is oral poliovirus poliovirus vaccine. And what happens in this, actually a weakened virus is enter a weak, like they enter a virus which is weak, but still it is like it's not properly killed, it is like it is alive. In a sense you can say like it's weakened, and in some cases it can become live too, like now it is weakened, now it is partially killed, you can say this as this is partially killed, right? It is actually weakened, so it can survive, it can become alive in some random cases. And I told you that it's 0.5%, so that 0.5% is still a huge quantity, right? You can see some cases in Pakistan too. So OPV vaccine, which is oral polio virus vaccine. So what will be the, like what a person can do after this, which things will be helpful for that person? So physiotherapy can only be possible, can treat this. Otherwise these vaccines uh, are obviously used before the virus enters the body, like before the infection, before the enter of poliovirus. But after do, like poliovirus has infected and at that paralytic stage, so then only physiotherapy can help through this. So I hope the poliomyelitis is clear to you. If you guys are having any kind of questions, you can ask me in the comment section.